Hey friends, family, followers, and subscribers. It's your fellow man of letters and fellow Winchester brother, Bradford Sheeble, here to do a quick TBR for Q1 2021. So this is part one of the books I hope to read from now until the end of March. So starting off, we got our good old boy, Fellowship of the Ring. Haven't read this since I was a kid. Just thought, why not refamiliarize myself with Middle-earth? Big fan of the movies, always have been, always will be, but I want to go back and reread the series just to relive the joy that these books are and the joy that this world brings. Next is more of a sobering topic, but again, continuing the conversation on racism and how to bring some sort of reconciliation to our country. I'm going to be reading White Rage. Should be an uncomfortable read, but we'll see where it takes me. Next is another high fantasy book. First, Malazan, Book of the Fallen, Gardens of the Moon, and I've heard really good things about the series. My counselor recommends it to me, but I've been wanting to read this for a while, so I'm excited to jump in. Next is Theology. I love theology. This is called According to Plan, and this is an introduction to biblical theology. Biblical theology as in terms of, does it fit into the narrative of the Bible? That's the gist of it overall. But a friend gave me this book. I'm really looking forward to reading it because I love theology, I love philosophy. Even though I really do read a lot of fantasy, but more of this, love it, gonna be reading it soon. Next, I'm returning to another one of my favorites, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I reread the series recently within the past couple of years, and it was magnificent. And I remembered so much that I had forgotten as a kid, but I'm really excited to be going back through the series again. So I'm gonna try to down this guy and just take it all in once again, even as an almost 26-year-old adult. Next is another recommendation from my fellow YouTuber, Daniel Green. This is Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Ames. Supposed to be kind of Lord of the Rings-esque, but also kind of like just fun, comic booky feel, but also just like very deep, very nuanced. And the map is unreal. It's so cool. So I'm gonna dig into this guy and see what he has to offer. And then last but not least for part one is the most recent Red Rising book, Dark Age. I'm about to finish Iron Gold, probably after I film this video. But I've heard this book is brutal. I've heard it's dark, obviously, because it's in the title. But this is a book I'm really excited to read. I've really, really enjoyed Red Rising over the past several months. And I'm really invested in this series. The first 3 books were great. They weren't, in my opinion, I thought they could have gone more in depth. I know that's a common thing with sci-fi books. They don't really go into a lot of history. They don't involve maps. They don't describe languages as much. This series does, and with the book that I'm reading right now, Iron Gold, it has really stepped up the series to a whole nother level. And it's been really, really fun. So I'm looking forward to reading that. This is just part one. But stay tuned to see how those reads go, and I will be posting reviews. So don't worry. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Keep watching. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.